Alright. My truth,
First
internet.
and foremost, I want to start off by taking full accountability for what I did, apologizing to the person that I hurt the most in this situation, which was my ex. I want to say sorry
Yo,
to my
B-Lou,
supporters
elaborate.
that
I just saw this say some.
I did a lot of things.
What do you mean
that
you would
I'm
rather
not
f me?
proud of,
I don't think I
and
got
have to
those
own
links.
up to them.
Okay, okay.
To my ex, I'm so sorry for hurting you, and I'm sorry that I did not
Put her
take
one
the
if
things
she's
into
about to cry.
consideration when I did what I did. But our relationship was not picture perfect.
Nah, what's she
as it may
reading?
seem. I lost myself in our relationship, and I was in a very dark place at the time when I did what I did.
Right.
I have to own up to what I did, and I have to take accountability for my actions. And in doing that, I've come to realize that I need help for myself and for all my loved ones around me.
Right.
I know I've done wrong.
Like, so she couldn't at least try to hide the fact she was reading, bro. Like, we just fully looking at the bottom of the screen. Like, you couldn't at least try to memorize the words before you click play and record it again, my nigga. I was still okay, nigga. So I think everybody would, my nigga. That's not the point here, bro. The point is, my nigga, she's
and I'm taking time away to seek professional help in order to correct my mistakes, reflect on what I've done, and become a better person. But I would still like to come on here to share my story because regardless, I've done wrong.
Right.
And I did not have to go down that route, and I deeply regret it. But there's more.
See, the thing is, she would have never regretted it if she never got caught, bro. She would have kept taking from her cousin and kept getting on her face by her cousin, my nigga. So why is she lying, bro? Like, this is bad method. You don't regret it, bro. Like, you was not thinking about any consequences when you was getting by your cousin, bro. Like, it's bad methods, bro.
And there's a lot of lies and misinformation being spread about me in order to farm more hate and negativity towards my name.
Right.
And I would like to clear up a lot of things. First, I want to address the note that was released online.
Bro, why is she moving her head like the 2020, like the 2020 trends, my nigga? Why is she doing all that, man?
I would like to clear up a lot of things. First,
why she dropped down? Like, she fell. She started moving her whole body, like, what is she doing?
I did not have any involvement in creating it or writing it in any way. It was only shared to me. And I also want to make this very clear. I did not have any sexual intercourse with anybody outside of my relationship. There was a rumor going around that I was cheating my entire relationship, and I've been doing this for months, which is completely false because this is only a recent incident that had occurred.
So guys, I cheated, but it's not as bad as you think. This hasn't been going on for long. I only cheated 2 weeks ago, bro. It's not as bad as you think. Let me know.
I'm not trying to make anything I've done sound any better, but I think it's important that I share my truth because of the insane amount of lies that are being spread about me on the internet. Firstly, I want to clear up that I wasn't disowned by anybody, and I still have a great relationship with my mother. This was a
and I still have a great relationship with my mother.
By anybody, and I still have a great relationship with my mother.
Mother, please go inside, sleep it off, okay? Please eat and go to sleep. Tomorrow is a new day. I'm going to sleep. I want you to come to Miami. Together we'll make it through. I love you. Good night. I mean, obviously your mom's gonna act like this because you probably said you're gonna eliminate your character, my nigga. I mean, come on, bro.
This was a fallacious rumor that was started by someone that I thought was a friend and is completely untrue. My family does not agree with the choices that I made, but they're standing beside me as I continue to get help and work to better myself. I also want to talk about a stream that my ex was on where he alleged that I did not want to publicly claim him and I wanted to hide our relationship from the internet. But in reality, in the first year of us being together, we actually had a popular couple page. And the real reason on why I wanted to go private was because at the time, I had a lot of people actively telling me to leave him because it was toxic.
I would often discuss his toxic behavior towards me in my live streams.
I also want to make it clear that any cousin or stepbrother or any content like that we made together was his idea and he convinced me to do it.
Why is she lying, bro? Why the f is she lying, bro?
Next thing I want to address is a very serious topic. It is my belief that suicide in any form should be taken serious and never lightly. While I understand the streaming business and the need to say crazy things in order to get clicks and impressions, the thought that somebody's personal struggle with suicide can be used by anybody for jokes and views is disgusting and cruel. While I've been off the net, it was brought to my attention that the streamer Snowcone made up a false rumor that I admitted myself into a suicide facility in order to get attention from my ex. I was involuntarily admitted into a suicide facility because I was considered a threat to myself. It was a terrible experience and one I would never wish on myself or anybody else. I want to say to Snow Cone that while I understand I'm not perfect and I've done wrong, regardless of the mistakes that a person makes, that doesn't give you or anybody else the right to belittle, lie, and create false allegations about somebody's mental health.
Right, I was thinking that.
Throughout all of this, you've lied and made up rumors about me.
Wait, did she change the angle?
In order to hate farm me and get attention. Even though you don't care, I want to let you know that the rumors you created have garnered me more death threats and have made my mental battle that much harder. And that hurts from someone I considered a close friend. Me and my ex were involved in a toxic and abusive relationship.
Abusive!
When I was in love with him, I was blind to the harmful behavior and abuse that was going on. Our relationship was built on unhealthy emotional attachment, and I stayed because it was all that I knew. He was my first boyfriend, he was my first everything, and I met him when I was 18, just graduated high school, and he was 21. There's two sides.
I don't know if that's true or not, but if that's not true and she's going that far to lie to name, bro, like...
to every story, and our relationship was unhealthy on both ends. And since he's decided to bring my wrongdoings onto the internet, I believe it is only fair that I bring attention to the things that he has done to me, because my ex was never a saint like he paints himself out to be. We had a lot of arguments throughout our relationship, which was normal, but what wasn't normal was the verbal, mental, and physical abuse that he subjected me to.
Oh no!
He put me through a lot in the past 2.5 years of us being together. He even forced himself on me at one point.
Oh!
My ex dealt with a lot of anger issues, and he would often use me as an outlet. For example, he would punch things, he would rip wires in the heat of conflicts. He would yell at me when I cried, and he would gaslit me until I...
He would gaslit me. Grown woman doesn't understand basic reading.
I believed I was the problem. There were 2 or 3 times where my ex would approach me unprovoked and put me in a chokehold against the wall.
What? He did that? This got put in a full Nelson, man. What? Put her in a chokehold? WWE? What the
And I would tell him to stop because I was scared, and he wouldn't. The next thing I'm about to say are serious allegations that I know men often get falsely accused of. But at the end of the day, all I can do is come on here, tell my truth, tell my story, whether you want to believe it or not. There was a time where me and my ex were drinking, and he forced himself onto me. And it hurt, and I cried, and I begged him to stop, but he never did. At the time of my essay, he was very...
Okay, so I have a genuine question, my nigga. If that was the case, why did it take for her to get caught your cousin to come out about that? If it was that scary and you were crying that much, my nigga. Why she keep changing the angles up, my nigga? Like, she trying to make sure the lighting good.
Very rough on me, which resulted in me getting a cut on my insides. Luckily, I was able to take video footage of the blood on the scene and a graphic photo of the damage that resulted. After all this abuse, I formed a trauma bond.
So this happened 2 years ago and you're talking about it now. I that doesn't even seem believable, man.
With my ex, which made it hard for me to leave and left me in a cycle of half-hearted apologies that I continue to accept. This was a memory of mine that was heavily repressed because I didn't know how to process it at the time, and I was very oblivious to what a healthy relationship was supposed to look like. After 1 year of mental torment and trying to get my ex to change to no avail, I left.
Do it right now. We break up. I'm done putting up with your and your stubbornness. You are in the wrong for this shit. I'm not putting up with it, not having to wait for you to get your sleep before you want to handle the issue between them. So please let me know right now. I am so genuine. Nah, I'm good. You got it. You can repeatedly hurt me, but you get to claim you love me, right? You get to claim you tried, right? I can forgive you as many times as humanly possible, and you can remain the same man, right? I can go through hell and back and still be the one to try and repair what we had. Be the one to come back, but I'm the one that doesn't care as much, right? I hope you rot in hell. Yeah, man. I passed out last night. Kat, give me a brief overview of why you broke up with... Okay. I could tell, but I finished at 3 a.m. anyway, so I knew you'd be asleep. He lost a real one because of his problems he was never able to 100% fix. I was putting 100% of myself into the relationship to fix it, while he put a 50%, so it didn't work. Despite everything, I loved him and believed in him and gave him my trust and all in hopes he would change, but he never will for me because soon after our talk next day, we have an argument where his stubbornness held him back from being mature. It's just proof that he will never change, not for me at least, not while in this relationship. He needs to be alone to see that. So I stood up for myself and broke up with him 2 days ago when we argued. Ooh,
Here's proof of my ex admitting to his anger issues and
wait, we gotta do more reading. Do more reading. I started shaking when I seen your text. I still am good. You hope I rot in hell. I've been in hell for these past 11 days. I have been experiencing on earth. Good. I am just so speechless right now. You should be. I was just thinking about you and ranting about you. Is you texting me right now? God word. Nah, the devil. Oh my flipping days!
Of my ex admitting to his anger issues.
Alright, peep the reading. Watch how I get. Right now, I feel absolutely tarnished and destroyed in life. I don't even feel like I deserve to talk to you right now because of what I put you through. I wish after my countless promises that I kept them and when I said I would do better. I'm not going to talk about the effects or what I've been going through because I'm not trying to manipulate you to feeling bad for me or possibly twist your mind, but this is how I feel. I am someone with a great amount of pride and anger issues. In the heat of a disagreement, I hold on to my pride and I argue until I die. That's what I've been told by many people. I just not to. I don't like being wrong, but I think for as many times as I said I would calm that down, yet never did. I'm so up for that. I was looking at a picture of you maybe a few days ago with Brittany and was just asking how could I make such a sweet girl cry? How could I do something so bad to such a lovable woman? These past 11 days have been full of emotion. I seen this video of a guy. Wait, this isn't crazy. Like, he's apologizing. He never said, if the was to ever touch her, he would have said, I'm sorry for putting my hands on you. This never touched her.
And admitting to it.
I'm not reading all this. Y'all want me to read all this? Let me know. Y'all want me to, I gotta read all this shit? Let me know. I need opinions from everybody, man. No? Okay, Anicia is the only one in the chat? Yes. Okay, we got 2 opinions. No? Okay. Yes. Alright, my nigga. Use some to read out loud. Nah, I'll read it, bro. Who documented after he broke up like a daily type thing of how he was doing, and I was thinking of writing out my feelings instead in notes, but I've been through every single stage of emotions through this. There was anger when it first happened. I was like, man, whatever, she tripping. And then after anger, it's the sadness, the crying, the wanting to harm, the worst of the worst. After that is realization, and that's when I started realizing how bad of a boyfriend I was, and I was telling myself if I could go back in time, what would I change? And I was able to list so many things that I would do differently to ensure I never lost you. After realization, there's loneliness. You realize he's probably really gone and living life and you're really dying. I seen something that said the girls grieved and get over it quicker than guys because the guys are stubborn, and to be honest, I don't know if it's true, but as time went on, it hit more and more. It's day 11. I'm here up at 2 a.m. thinking about you. Okay?
That led to the fallout of
What do you mean 3 out of 4? Like, I'm thinking it. At first I thought it was 2 paragraphs. Then I thought it was 3. Now we're at 4, my nigga. What do you mean 2? What do you mean 3 out of 4, my nigga? Like, you were everywhere in my phone, social media, but mostly you were in my head, and it started to kill me. What happened? I felt so bad about what I did, and how I'm lagging. No, this is our ex-boyfriend's text. And how my stubbornness led to this, how I could have done such a simple task and we could have still been on a road to recovery. We were at our last straw, and I definitely didn't need to add to that by being stubborn after saying I would do better and fix us. I had a dream about you, just watching you from a distance. You were shining, glowing like the sun, doing you and prospering, and I believe no matter how close I tried to get, I couldn't reach you. And immediately when I woke up, I started punching my bed like, why is this my reality? I feel so miserable in my life. I don't have joy in anything I do anymore. I'm not happy anymore, and to be honest, I was telling Brittany I'd rather die than continue living like this for the rest of my life. Seeing your text made me shake and almost start tearing up because of how much I've been missing you. Alright, so have y'all ever acted this crazy over, like, one of y'all exes? Nah, I definitely said some crazy shit in the past, but that was probably middle school. I feel like as a grown man, I would never say this, my nigga. What do you like? What's good, Marv? What are you being this sad for? Like, or not even this sad, but like, bro, this nigga chatting, bro. You got men up. I ain't gonna lie. Holy hellers. You brought so much light and joy into my life. Every moment with you felt like a gift, and now that you're gone, there's this emptiness that I can't seem to fill. I miss your smile, your laugh, the way you made even the simplest moments feel special. You were my everything, my soul, and the love of my life. I think about you constantly, replaying our memories in my mind. I miss the way you used to look at me, the way you made me feel like I was the luckiest person in the world. Losing you has left a void that nothing else can fill. I realize now more than ever how much you meant to me, and I'm lagging, and how much I took for granted.
Okay. I still have the letters that he wrote for me where he confessed to his abuse.
I always tried to hit you with no, let's not break up, let's continue fighting. I will change your other empty lies. The truth is you did the right thing. You were strong enough to see the man you once loved has become uncontrollable, and I have gone to a spiral of destruction. I was constantly raising my voice, acting erratically, and mentally abusing you. I did not understand your decisions until the decision hit me. I became a stranger, someone who you did not know from the start, and you breaking up with me helped me realize that I need to work on myself. I'm not working on myself for the sake of the relationship, but for me. I have problems that can hinder my growth in many areas of life, and if I do not get that settled now, it will only grow worse. I am very thankful that you showed me who I am. So none of this is talking about physical abuse. What's good, Umar? None of this is talking about like physical abuse, man. Like this is like, what is wrong with her, bro? Why is she doing this?
And confess to the wrongdoing.
I'm oh my gosh, I don't read too much today, bro. When realizing the type of shit I was saying, I realized how toxic I am as a person. I tried to figure out why I was so cold and dark on the inside, and they told me based on the way I treated them that I have anger issues and I like to argue. They were also based on how I would text them and treat them in the past. Even going back to now, I would text and treat my ex before you. I've always had anger problems, and I'm starting to realize that when I get angry, I become a different person and started calling people out their names as they were telling me when I got angry. I often called them sluts, thoughts, etc., but then try and apologize after saying I didn't mean it because I was angry. I was telling them a lot of how our arguments went and how I would act during them, and I realized I was the problem
that he put me through in our.
I am deeply sorry for all the pain and trauma I caused you during our relationship due to my anger, yelling, and hold on, bro. Psychological distress. I vow that I would never ever put you through such pain again. The time we have spent apart has been incredibly eye-opening for me. I have spent countless hours reflecting on my actions and the hurt they have caused you. It has made me realize how profoundly I have wronged you, and it has driven me to make lasting changes in my behavior and my life. I have been actively working on my anger issues and pride, seeking help.
A relationship. I also have experience.
Someone gotta get hurt, bro. I gotta punch somebody, man. I'm doing all this reading, bro. Bro, why does this got so many printed out sheets of paper, bro? Balls, man. What's good, B2? Guidance to become a better person. I have learned to manage my emotions. I communicate more effectively and approach situations with empathy and understanding. I understand now that a healthy relationship is built on mutual respect, trust, and kindness, and I'm committed to embodying those values. Losing you was a wake-up call that I needed to change, not just for myself, but for the possibility of a future with you. I cannot undo the past, but I can promise you a better future. Hold on. A future where you are loved and cherished, where your feelings are always heard and respected, and where you never have to endure pain again. He never even said again. Where did I see again at, man? Again? Fuck. I put you through again. Oh, there we go.
Shot of a 20-minute confession where he confessed to his wrongdoings, and he made it for me in order to convince me to continue being in a relationship with him. I tried to re-access the link.
Did y'all read anything wrong there? I think what I read was a man admitting his wrongs and that he was trying to better himself so he wouldn't like keep hurting her feelings. I don't think it was anything about putting his hands on her or doing anything crazy. I think, bro, he was being a man, bro. Like, come on.
In order to showcase the video for you guys today, but
Mari.
It was sent by him and it was privated by him, so I no longer have access to it. My ex often tried to use money as a way to avoid responsibility for his
responsibility. Will you be my girlfriend again? How is this? This is just a kind gesture. You ain't get no money, man.
Thanks. I'm very grateful for everything my ex bought for me. However, I don't appreciate insisting that I was freeloading off of him when everything he ever did was his choice. And I don't believe a relationship should just be reduced to illicit expenses either. Monetary value does not disregard
I saw this shit never dove deeper what's happening. So basically, she cheated on her with the cousin. You know, over the time, Masha came out on social media. You know, she was getting hate from her or whatever. So she finally came out with a video. So we're just reacting to the Cortez video, the cat, whatever the this is her video.
Toxic behaviors. After all of these gestures, I took my ex
Gestures. I'm sorry.
back in February of 2025, and in March of that year, after leaving him from the airport, I was set into a spiral of losing myself and wanting to seek therapy. Here's the video I recorded after leaving my ex.
Like, I just don't know what I'm doing anymore, but like, I feel like
Sag.
I feel like
Sag. Fuck.
I'm losing my body, bro. So like, I just need to listen and get help from other people.
From other people. Goodbye, I'm gonna skip time, see my wrist drown. Hold on.
In my life, or maybe therapy.
Alright, man. Is she Sag farming?
Like,
Yeah, Cardi, yeah.
I think like a lot of the stuff.
Bro, she's dead ass Sag farming.
Been going on.
Like, bro.
In my life, like, I need to stop.
Alright, man.
Pretending they're not. I'm sorry, it's just so
Like, what is the correlation to this? Yo, why haven't she had, only thing she said about the cousin was that, like, she said she didn't have any sexual intercourse with anybody. Or whatever the fuck. Yo, Spurs up 30 already, game just started. Appreciate the update, bro. He hasn't said nothing about the cousin for real besides that, gang. Like, you're not gonna, that's the main thing here, bro. Like, she just started throwing allegations at this, bro.
I kind of want to pour everything out because I'm at a breaking point in my life right now.
Like,
But it's not your problem at all. At all. But, yeah, I need help in that sense. I need to listen and grow up and do better.
Right.
At the end of the day, I chose to stay in this relationship and I made my mistakes. I regret everything I did and I wish I could take it all back.
Wait, is this the crying method? Let me know.
I understand how badly I messed up. The only thing I can do from now is take the time to better myself and to heal. The next and final thing I would like to discuss is my mental health. Throughout everything that has happened, I have come to terms with the fact that I suffer with depression. It's a battle that I've been unknowingly fighting for the past 2 years. I was in denial and blamed it on a lot of other things in my life without fully understanding myself. Mental health is so stigmatized to where a lot of people, including...
Okay, so I think, you know, a lot of people be having depression, but you might be the first that depression stemmed them to their cousin. I'm so confused here, my nigga. How is you being depressed? How does that make you your cousin, bro? I don't think I've ever met a depressed that said they wanted to your cousin, dude. Like, what is the correlation here? Like, I'm not gonna laugh at her, like, going through some shit mentally, cause, you know, fairs, bro, be battling mental shit. But what does that got to do with you your cousin? I'll fuck my cousin. Yo, Rick, what the fuck is wrong with you, my nigga?
Including me, do not get the help that they need when they need it, and it can
Bro,
often
like,
lead
yo,
to
you dicking me, baby boy.
Throughout the past few weeks,
Bro, she's dead doing the cry method gang. Why does she have her eyes closed? Like,
I've attempted to take my life multiple times, and the only reason I'm here right now is because I failed. During this fight, I stopped eating, I stopped sleeping, and I struggled to take care of my well-being. I felt helpless, and every day I would struggle with finding a reason to continue to live. I often felt like the world would be a better place without me. The suicide facility that I was admitted to was an abrasive environment that only made me regress more. In my time there, I met a lot of people that were in worse positions than me, and I learned a lot about the unfair and inhumane treatment that these people receive. And from my experience there and my own personal journey, I've been very motivated to advocate for better resources and more attention given to these people to assist them in getting...
So now she went full Martin Luther King mode on these. Now she's an advocate. Now you're trying to be a mental health advocate. You your cousin, my nigga. What is she talking about? What's good, Perk? Like, why is she trying to turn this, like, I know you could turn negatives into positive. There's no positive here, man. What are you trying to do, bro?
getting the proper help that they need. I understand that my actions have consequences, and I also understand how the internet works. So I knew the hate was inevitable, and I have no problem with facing that. However, I do want to remind you guys that I am still a human being, and I don't think anyone deserves the immense cyberbullying and the non-stop death threats that I've received in the past few days. I do believe that bringing all of this to the internet in the way my ex did was completely wrong and invasive.
Possibly.
It's like a breach in our privacy.
Possibly.
I know a lot of people don't believe I deserve the platform that I have and don't think I should come back to the internet at all. I understand. What I did is undoable, it's terrible, and I can't tell you enough how much I regret it.
So, I peep how, like, since the start of the video, she sounds like she's about to cry and she hasn't cried. So, like, yo, can all y'all girls do this? Like, are all females born with this skill tactic, man? Like, y'all can just train y'all voices to something like y'all about to cry or some shit? How do y'all do this? She hasn't shed a single tear.
However, I do want to come back. I do want to be able to use my platform to raise awareness for mental health because
I think she MLK, bro. What do you mean she's trying to be an advocate for mental health? You're crazy.
I know there's a lot of people out there who are just like me, who are
Nobody is like you at all. Nobody, bruh. Now, you know, it's probably mad with depression, bro. You know, I guess there's something wrong with it. I don't know. You be depressed, bro. Be depressed, bro. But I don't think it's be a cousin, bro. So nobody wants no mental and whatever type of help you got to offer. Nobody wants that. Like, does she think she about to, like, does she think that, like, you're about to, like, take her side and want to get advice from her? Your cousin, bro. That's not even depression. That's like, nah, she got some shit genuinely mentally wrong with her. Like, the fact that she could look at her blood-related cousin and want to f them. She's finna sell a course. Alright, bet.
Struggling and they don't even know it. I will be back to streaming.
Yo, we tuning in? Let me know.
To doing what I love.
We tuning in?
Because at the end of the day, I want to use my platform to help people.
Right.
And I do believe after I get stronger.
Right.
And I get help.
I
can do that.
I was thinking that.
To my community and to all my supporters, I'm so sorry I let you guys down. I'm so sorry I disappointed you guys. And if you are still here to support me, thank you. If not, that's okay too. Thank you for your time. And thank you for listening to my
Okay. Her comments gotta be off, my nigga. Whoa! Comments is on. She is insane. Okay, so my opinion on this video, before we get to Kenneth's response to this, my opinion on this is she didn't really address any of the main things. What she did with this video, she called it My Truth, and what she really did was just, like, put allegations on him and just talk about how he, like, I guess, verbally and mentally abused her, which he literally admitted to doing that, and was, in all those messages that we read, he was literally just telling her how he's gonna try to better himself, and, like, he was admitting his wrongs, and how he was just trying to better himself. Like, she didn't expose anything. And then she threw a very serious allegation on top of his name, if y'all forgot. She said that her ex raped her. You know? That's very serious. So, I don't believe it. I feel like she's just, you know, trying to throw shit in there to try to make herself seem less bad. She only said one thing about her, she didn't even really say something about her cousin. All she said was that she didn't have intercourse with anybody. She didn't talk about the videos with her cousin, the messages with her cousin, the bucket list. She didn't address anything, bro. So, I don't really know what the point of this video was. Like, she just started throwing shit under his name. She didn't say nothing important, man. She was just chatting, bro.
Catalina, there's no way.
Yo, why he get rid of the bit in the background? He had some anime bit in the back. Yo, she was bad, bro. Why she get removed?
Out of this one. I'm sorry, but you're done. You're finished. So apparently Kat has dropped the video titled My Truth.
the Goon Cave
honestly, so apparently Kat has dropped the video titled My Truth, but the whole video's lies. So how the f does that work? I'm not gonna lie, Kat, you with the wrong one. Nobody, and I'm
she with the wrong one. Was together for 2 years, they break up, and now this villain. Holy, let's keep watching.
I mean, nobody will sit here and lie on my name, bruh. Nah. Alright, so the demon has dropped the video, My Truth. For whatever reason, it has 2.8 thousand likes. Y'all are sick in the head. Y'all.
Oh, so he's like reacting to the video with. So I guess we're just gonna rewatch this video too, bro.
Niggas really let yourself get manipulated by this demon, bro. By this demon. Let's get into it.
Hello everyone, I am here to say my truth and share my story on the things that have been released on the internet and the things that have happened to me. First and foremost, I want to start off by taking full accountability for what I did. I want to start off by apologizing to the person that I hurt the most in this situation, which was my ex. I want to say sorry to my supporters that I disappointed. I did a lot of things that I'm not proud of.
Right.
I have to own up to them. To my ex, I'm so sorry for hurting you, and I'm sorry that I did not take your feelings into consideration when I did what I did. But our relationship was not picture perfect.
Alright, I'm sorry for you know what? I'm sorry for cheating on you with my cousin, but our relationship wasn't perfect, so that's the reason why I did so. I'm sorry for sending my cousin pictures of my and on your living room couch and in your restroom and on my bed. But you know what? Because our relationship wasn't okay, that excuses it. I'm sorry that you had to find my cousin's in my camera roll, but you know what?
Yo, why is he trolling my? What the?
It's okay, because our relationship wasn't okay in the first place. And that right there is the work of the reputation saver that you was emailing and your YouTube manager told me about, bruh. He told me that the moment I exposed you, that you was emailing people trying to figure out ways how to come back from this shit, bruh. You was emailing people discussing ways on how to just push the whole cousin freakery aside and just bring something new to light. And it's like, bro, like, come on, bro. Like, you really gonna try to ruin me because you got caught cheating on your cousin. I'm innocent. I didn't do shit. But you know what? I'm gonna watch the video and hear what you got to say.
As it may seem, I lost myself in our relationship, and I was in a very dark place at the time I did what I did. I have to own up to what I did. I have to take accountability for my actions. And in doing that, I come to realize that
blah 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 blah.
Okay, all right, yeah, we get that.
Help in order to correct my mistakes, reflect on what I've done, and become a better person. But I'm still like to come on here to share my story because regardless, I've done wrong, and I didn't have to go down that route, and I deeply regret it. But there's more to my story, and there's a lot of lies and misinformation.
Blah 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 blah.
More hate and negativity towards my name, and I'd like to clear up a lot of things. First, I want to address the note that was released online. I did not have any involvement in creating it or writing.
It was a shared.
Oh nah, she said something about the note. I wasn't paying that much attention. What the fuck?
Note, bro, on Apple phones, you share a note to somebody, you collaborate on a note. Both people,
Facts.
You have to literally like accept that shit. Am I tripping? It's a shared note. I went through your notes app and that shit was there. You have a bucket list with your cousin, bro. Like, come on, bro. Some of the stuff that's on there doesn't even make sense if he wrote it from his point of view. The internet is not that stupid.
Can I get a retweet in the chat?
Anyway, it was only shared to me. And I also want to make this very clear. I did not have any sexual intercourse with anybody outside my relationship. There was a rumor going around that I was cheating my entire relationship and I've been doing this for months, which is completely false.
Hey, first of all, hold on. First of all,
we
there's
went
clips on the internet of you literally confessing your love for your cousin.
But back when I was like, I don't even know the age to be honest. I was young. I was just hitting puberty. Me and my cousin,
L story yap get
we
to
kind
the
of had a
point.
thing. We kind of had a thing going. But like it was kind of one-sided though. It was more so me. But like I remember like I had a big crush on this because we were best friends. And at the time, being best friends with a guy when I'm just hitting puberty and like my hormones are a little bit like peaking, you know what I'm saying? I kind of associated him with that.
Literally, like I'm talking
Yo,
about.
that shit still sounds so like
last year, 2 years
like
ago.
the fact that she was talking about puberty and like she was talking about puberty and her hormones being up. Like the fact that you viewed your cousin in that way, a little bit tweaking. Chill, bruh. He's just a baby.
On stream talking about how you have feelings for your cousins. You found him attractive when I was younger. You don't know if it was your hormones taking over. But now the fact that you cheated on me with your cousin, this means that every single time you told me that you left to go hang out with your family, that you left to Kentucky to go stream at this the biggest world roller coaster in the world, that you was with your cousin. Because I have proof of that too. Like you was in the hotel room with your cousin. You kept on telling me you was going on these trips. You went to Puerto Rico with your cousin. You went everywhere with your cousin. And it's like, bruh, like, But you only cheated on me recently, right? This only happened last month, right? Okay, but you know, I guess you just get to excuse that. I guess I don't know. Like I don't know if this is like manipulation, top tier rage bait or what. But okay, you know what? I'm gonna keep on listening to what you got to say. All right,
Brody.
This is only a recent incident that had occurred. I'm not trying to make anything I've done sound any better, but I think it's important that I share my truth because of the insane amount of lies that are being spread about me on the internet. Firstly, I want to clear up that I wasn't disowned by anybody, and I still have a great relationship with my mother. This was a fallacious rumor that was started by someone that I thought was a friend, and it's completely untrue. My family does not agree with the choices that I made, but they're standing beside me as I continue to get help and
we
work
gotta
to better
ask
myself.
B-Lou for his thoughts on this.
First of all, even though I'm in the right 100% for leaving you and talking about how I feel because you cheated on me with your cousin, you know, your parents literally calling me and threatening me to delete that video because I don't know, they were threatening me with so much stuff that was just so uncalled for, and I don't know, it just seems like they're more biased to you than what's actually going on. Like I think the fact that you're making this video right now, and I don't know, man. Let me just keep watching the video, bro.
Extreme that my ex was on, where he alleged that I now want to publicly claim that I wanted a high relationship from the internet. But in reality, in the first year of his we actually had a public couple page, and the real reason why I wanted to go private was because at the time I had a lot of people actively telling me to leave him.
Bam.
Like, it's honestly crazy how much.
No, we went full screen.
Bro, I've never been in a situation like this, but bro, girls are really like manipulators, bro. And I wish I had iCloud Pro or iCloud Plus, bro, because I'm scrolling through my phone trying to bring the proof. This girl literally would make excuses not to post me because her fan base was majority guys. She kept on telling me that she had a lot of mods that would gift her subs and she would use them, bruh. She would literally use y'all, bruh. She would literally take y'all money and I don't know what type of operation she had going on, but bro, she didn't want to post me because of all her male fans. She didn't want to talk about me. I ain't gonna lie, we broke up like 5+ times in our whole relationship, and 99.9% of the times we broke up, she ran to the internet to talk about the breakup, to talk about whatever happened, and it's just so weird, bro. But the moment I do, when you actually do something insane, like cheated on me with your cousin, I'm the bad guy. Like, I'm the bad guy.
Because it was toxic. I also want to make it clear that any cousin or stepbrother or any content like that we made together was his idea and he convinced me to do it.
Say wallahi! Yo, like I said, bro, she did not want the internet to know that she had a boyfriend because it would make her lose followers. She kept on telling me that, and I wish I had screenshots from when, bro. I don't know what's going on my iCloud. I'm trying to get messages from like early 2024 to 23, but I can't, bro. But I promise y'all, she would not want to post me. You could go on her page. She never had videos of me. It was always me, bro. I literally kept on telling her, why don't you post me? Why don't you post me? And she confessed this one time saying, my followers are majority males. They would unfollow me. I would lose all my followers, etc., etc., etc. She's sick in the head, bro.
Next thing I want to address is a very serious topic. It's my belief that suicide in any form should be taken serious and never lightly. While I understand streaming business and the need to say crazy things in order to get clicks and impressions, the thought that somebody's personal struggle with suicide can be used by anybody for jokes and views is disgusting and cruel. While I've been on the net, it was brought to my attention that the streamer Snowcone made a false rumor that I admitted myself into a suicide facility in order to get attention from my ex. I was involuntarily admitted into a suicide facility.
All right, so first of all, this was like 5 days before I posted my video, and basically what happened was she kept on blowing up my phone. Blowing up the Discord though. My phone, no caller ID, text messages, calling my friends, and kept on saying, can I get back with you? Can we please work this out? I'm going insane. I'm going to, manipulation words to get me to give her attention, because I was trying my hardest to just move forward in life. I caught her cheating. I'm trying to move forward, but she's blowing up my phone, trying to just get my attention, saying she's gonna do this. Even when she was going to the hospital, she was like, I'm leaving. And then she was calling me in the hospital, bruh. And I talked to her parents. Her parents said that she only had like 3 calls or whatever. She kept on spamming me on the hospital phone, bro. Like, bro.
I was considered a threat to myself. It was a terrible experience and I would never wish on myself.
And then the moment she got out, she literally posted it on the internet. That's a personal thing that nobody had to know. But because you want to go ahead and post it on the internet, you want to gain sympathy. It's like you almost knew that I was going to expose you for cheating on me with your cousin. Because why are you going to the internet about you being in a facility? If you're really trying to like fix your head and get yourself right, why are you trying to sympathy farm online by posting yourself in the facility talking about, for the past couple of days, I just came out because I tried to do this and that. Like, bro, that's sympathy farming. That's not something that needs to be on the internet, and I don't know what else to say, bro.
Or anybody else. I want to say Snowcone that while I understand I'm not perfect and I've done wrong, regardless of the mistakes that person makes, it doesn't give you or anybody else the right to belittle, lie, and create false allegations about somebody's mental health. Throughout all of this, you've lied and made rumors about me in order to hate farm me into attention. Even though you don't care, I want to let you know that the rumors you created have gone to me more death threats and have made my mental battle that much harder. And that hurts from someone I consider a close friend. Me and my ex were involved in a toxic and abusive relationship.
Toxic and abusive. Toxic and abusive. This is what
Come
they
on.
always do. You see
Come on.
how the shift went from, I'm sorry for sending my cousin nudes. I'm sorry that you had to walk in on me showing my bare cheeks to my cousin on FaceTime, to me and my ex had a very toxic relationship, and it was very abusive. But you know what? Let's see what I did. Let's see how abusive I was, right? Okay, let's see.
When I was in love with him, I was blind to the harmful behavior and abuse that was going on. Our relationship was built on unhealthy emotional attachment. I stayed because it was all that I knew. He was my first boyfriend. He was my first everything.
You stayed because that's all you, bro. There were so many times where I tried to get away from you, but literally at TwitchCon, bro, I was in LA with my boys, bro, and you was literally calling me, telling me that you was finna, you know, and then like, bro, like I don't know, like, bro, I get soft around that. I get soft with that shit because, like, bro, I don't want to be responsible. I care about you. I don't want to see you do that to yourself. But when you're calling me, spamming me, saying you're gonna do that. Bro, keep in mind, TwitchCon was in San Diego. I was in LA. She started saying she was gonna do that stuff, saying how sad she was. This was like when we broke up or whatever, back in like TwitchCon last year. And then I drove all the way from LA to San Diego because she kept on threatening to do that to herself. And then, bro, it's just a mess, bro. Like, I have tried to leave
Only
several
manipulation,
times. Yes,
dude.
this was a toxic relationship, but stop trying to put the blame on me. You did what you did, and now you're trying to change the narrative to make it seem like I was a toxic, abusive boyfriend. Like, how can you do that right now, bro?
And I met him when I was 18, just graduated high school, and he was 21.
I met him when I was 18, just graduated high school, and he was 21. First of all, you was a freshman in college, and I just turned 21, and I was literally a junior in college, okay? Now, I don't even know why that, like you try to make it seem like I was, like, no, I did not mess with you
Whose
before
side
you
you
were 18. I
on?
messed
What
with
the
you
fuck?
after.
Like, there's sides to
Once
this?
you were in college, bro, like, what's going on right now? Like, you're trying so hard to make me look weird and to shift the focus, but bro, stop it, bro. It's not gonna work, bro.
Story, and our relationship was unhealthy on both ends. And since he decided to bring my wrongdoings onto the internet, I believe it's only fair that I pay attention to things that he has done to me, because my ex was never saying like he came himself out to me. We had a lot of arguments throughout our relationship, which was normal, but what wasn't normal was the verbal, mental, and physical abuse that he subjected me to.
Hey, by the way, y'all notice how she's reading a script, right? Like, can
Good
y'all,
night,
like,
Alexis
I wish
is
I
my
could
daddy.
just zoom in on her eyes, these soulless, evil eyes, and just see the script on her PC screen, bro. This is sickening, bro. Like, these really emailed her talk about, we gonna save you. All you gotta do is sign your soul away. Her soul is gone, bro. She's reading off a script they orchestrated a whole story to bring me down. It's sick.
He put me through a lot in the past 2.5 years of us being together. He even forced himself on me at one point.
Say wallahi. Yo, hold on.
My ex dealt with a lot of anger issues, and he would often use me as
Okay, no. First of all, I've never forced myself on her. I've never put my hands on her. I've never done any of the sort, my nigga. First of all, this girl was literally like, I don't know what's the word, like over sexual or like overly freaky. But bro, she literally would force me to drink. I've never drank or smoked in my life until I met this girl. I have African parents, and I don't with that. I remember there was a time she even forced me to get my matching tattoo. There was a time, I think it was at the tattoo shop or whatever. I was on a double date. It was me, her, and two girls. They were gay or whatever. And bro, she was getting on me because I told her I did not want to smoke and drink, bro. She was literally in the hallway crashing out on me because I did not want to smoke and drink. This girl was a bad influence, always trying to force me to smoke and drink every time she seen me, bro. Because she didn't know how to do anything, process or have fun without that, bro. Like, I just don't with that. I don't with smoking or drinking, but you know, I just thought, you know, she's my or whatever. At the time, she was my girl, whatever. I was like, you know what, bro? Fuck it, bro. She wants to do it, then fuck it, bro. I'm gonna do it with her. But I never did that shit just to do it, bro. I don't fuck with that shit.
An outlet. For example, he would punch things, he would rip wires in the heat of conflicts. He would yell at me when I cried.
I would punch things, my nigga. I've never punched. What are you talking about, bro? And yes, I ain't gonna lie, early back in the day, I did have like slight anger issues or whatever, but I would never touch her. I would never put my hands on her. But yes, this is already on the internet. Like, every single time we break up, she goes to the internet and talks about this. Like, she's talked about this already. So why is she bringing this up again to make me look bad? Like, we're not forgetting the bucket list, bro. We're not forgetting how you cheated on me with your cousin. But whatever, keep going.
He gaslit me until I believed I was the problem. There were 2 or 3 times where my ex would approach me unprovoked and put me in a chokehold against the wall.
Put you in a chokehold? Like, you're making me seem like I'm the like I'm a devil. Put you in a chokehold. Does that, yo, like, anybody that knows me in real life, does that even sound like something I would do? You're telling me I would walk up to you and just put you in a chokehold? What type of shit is that, bro? Like, I've never heard you say that ever. Like, where's the proof, bro? Like, Like, how are you saying this with a straight face? This got to be a script.
Scared, and he wouldn't. The next thing I'm about to say are serious allegations that I know men often get falsely accused of.
Falsely accused. So you're about to falsely accuse me like every other girl does to niggas. Let's see what you got to say.
But at the end of the day, all I can do is come on here, tell my truth, tell my story, whether he wants to believe it or not. There was a time when me and my ex were drinking, and he forced himself onto me.
Every single time we drank, she forced me to drink. Every single time we drank, she forced me to drink. She would always say, I want to see you blackout drunk. I want to see you drunk. I want you to just get loose and do whatever. But that's not the point, because I've never forced myself onto you. Never. Every single time we did something, we had consent. You know why? You know why? Because you're the overly sexual one. I'm a nonchalant. I'd be chilling in my own world. And I think that's what made you mad. I think that's what made you think I don't like you, because I'm not always trying to have sex because I believe there's more to just sex, bro. You're always, every single day. Like, bro, when we were long distance, we was literally cracking every single day, 2 times a day.
Man, that low-key seemed like a movie, though. What we thinking? 2 times a day? Is that too much for the platter? Low-key movie? Hashtag mood?
In the moment I told her, I don't want to do it, I can't do it, she would gaslight me, say I don't love her. She would start crying. She would just force me, bruh. Like, bro, and then
nigga,
when she...
crying to get this OD. Gaslighting a nigga into fucking you? That's so insane.
Moved over here, obviously I see her every single day, so it's impossible to do that shit every single day. And I think that's what got in her head, and that's when she started saying stuff like, I thought you didn't like me no more, I thought you never touched me no more. And that's when I guess she cheated on me with her cousin, but I don't know, like, that's just what she wants y'all to believe, bro. But I don't... And it hurt, and I cried, and I begged him to stop, but he never did. At the time, like, come on, bro, are you dead ass? You begged me to stop and I never... Bro, come on, bro.
He was very rough on me, which resulted in me getting a cut on my insides. Luckily, I was able to take video footage.
Y'all see how she just looked at the script?
Luckily, I was able to take video footage of the blood on the scene and a graphic photo of the damage that resulted.
Let me see this. Okay. Yes. Okay. So,
what
Saturday, July 13th, okay? 2 days before your birthday. There's blood on the floor, right? There's no way out of this one. Tell me why July 18th, the same year, by the way, a couple days after your birthday, there's blood on the sheets and on the pillows. You know why? Because you're a freak, and you always wanted me to, always. Even when you was on, you know, your period, that time of the month. You thought if...
Coming, baby, don't bleed everywhere. I'm bleeding everywhere. You still better me down and all. I ain't do all this work for nothing. I will. Bruh, this probably felt so... Oh, no! You mean, oh, oh! Right now is not the time for that, my nigga. Bro, what the? She said you better still, yo, bro. If a bitch texting me, you still better me down and all. Yeah. Yo, this was scared for his life. Yo, 5 laughing emojis ain't funny, bro. No is putting 5 laughing emojis. Yo, that was scared for his life. Holy shit. Yo, call the cops, man.
I didn't do it. I would think of you as disgusting. I didn't love you. So you know what? That's when I explored that and we started doing that. And I always had consent because that's what you wanted. You liked doing vampire sex. So what's on the floor is not the results of me doing that to you. That's just consent and what we had going on. I would never force myself onto you. I would never. I always had consent. I had proof from you. You always expressed how you wanted to do it during that time of month, and we did. The proof is in the pudding, bruh. So you're telling me July 13th, you're telling me what, like, because this is a hotel, by the way. The sheets get changed. It gets clean. So you're telling me 13 to 18, 5 days later, I did it again? I did it again to you? I did the same exact thing I did on the 13th, on the 18th again to you? But aside from that, we broke up tons of times and she always ran to the internet. Why, if this really happened, why was this never a talking point in every single time you streamed once we broke up? It was always stuff like, oh, he would yell at me. Oh, something about the airport. He left me at the airport. Why was this never a topic? Why, matter of fact, why was this never brought to the police? Why is this only coming to the light now? I bet $100,000 that nobody in the world can say that you told them this.
Exactly.
This is false. This is cap. And I know this is what the reputation savers told you to look for. Any proof of violence or SA. Like, you're sick and you're not gonna manipulate these people, bro. You're not gonna do that, bro. No.
After all this abuse, I formed trauma bond with my ex, which made it hard for me to leave and left me in a cycle of half-hearted apologies that I
Made it hard for you to leave, bro. What?
continue to accept. This was a memory of mine that was heavily repressed.
Sorry, who's sour?
Because I didn't know how to process at the time, and I was very religious what a healthy relationship was supposed to look like. After 1 year of mental torment and trying to get my ex to change to no avail, I left. Here's proof of my ex admitting to his anger issues and admitting to abuse that led to fallout of our relationship.
This was like our first breakup, by the way. We have like 4 more where
Right.
I broke up with her and whatever.
The letters that he wrote for me, where he confessed to his abuse and confessed to the wrongdoing.
By the way, this has nothing to do with you cheating on me with your cousin, by the way. This has to do
Exactly.
with me
Can I get
trying
a
to
fucking retweet, man?
Can
I get a retweet? Like, literally what I said, bro.
I agreed that I would yell a lot, but I've never put my hands on you. Never did that. Never.
Literally, bro.
He put me through in our relationship. I also have a screenshot of a 20-minute confession where he confessed to his wrongdoings, and he made it for me in order to convince me to continue being in a relationship with him. I tried to re-access the link in order to showcase the video for you guys today, but it was sent by him and it was privated by him, so I no longer have access to it. My ex often tried to use money as a way to avoid responsibility for his shortcomings. I'm very grateful for everything my ex bought for me. However, I don't
What? What? You're the last person, bro. Hold on.
appreciate insisting that I was freeloading off of him when everything he ever did was his choice, and I don't
Everything I did was my choice. Everything I did was my choice. Are you f***ing dead ass? You know how much money I spent on you and you're saying that was my choice? Bruh, I did everything for you. You got a car that didn't even f***ing work, so you know what I did? I helped you take it to the shop and paid for everything. You missed flights that you were supposed to make on time, and because you were stranded at the airport, you know what you did? You called me so I could pay for those flights. But even if you didn't call me to pay for those flights, you had other people paying for you. Your mod manager, his name is X. I don't know who the f he is, but I would go to your Cash App and you had thousands sent to you. And meanwhile, I'm working my ass off. You had money on the side coming from this, and you just don't even help. You just, I don't know what it went to or what you did with that money, but you just had money coming in from multiple other guys. And I'm guessing that's why you're saying that you didn't even ask me to help you because you had money from other guys. The whole time you was asking me, you asked me to buy you food, you asked me to buy you this, take you there, buy you flights, take you to Universal Studios, $2,000 trip, by the way, pay for everything, flights, everything. But okay, all right.
I believe a relationship should just be reduced to a list of expenses either. Monetary value does not disregard toxic behaviors. After all these gestures, I took my ex back in February of 2025, and in March of that year, after leaving him from the airport, was sent into a spiral of losing myself and wanting to seek therapy. Here's the
Bro, like, come on, why are you playing the victim, man? You talked about this on the internet when we broke up like 1 year ago, bro. Like, you're really trying so hard to bring up stuff that doesn't even correlate to you cheating on me with your cousin to make me look bad, bro. I see right through this. The internet sees right through this.
Yo, I see right through this?
You emailed crisis and reputation saver, bro. Like, it's done, bro. You're done, bro. But whatever. Keep talking.
Like, I just don't know what I'm doing. I feel
like, bro, this doesn't show nothing, bro. Like, bro, yes, we've broken up many times and you went to the airport, but every single time I would come and bring you back. That's like, we was toxic. Yes, we had a toxic relationship. The internet already knew that. You brought this to the internet many times. There's clips of you talk about me, lying on me already, bro.
I'm sorry, it's just so non-descriptive, but it's coming right now because I'm very quick. Right now, it's not your problem at all.
Blah, 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 blah,
I had sent it to a
blah.
friend. By the way, she sent this to the guy who sends her every single dollar she had to her name. His name was Etz. He basically was a sugar daddy that she didn't really talk to me about. She would FaceTime him at times. I really wish I knew what they were FaceTiming about. Maybe it was some cousin. I don't know. But yeah, a lot of times she would say this is her friend, but nah, it's Etz. It's her sugar daddy. Because you know why? Because he would often pay for her Ubers, pay for her rebookings if she missed a flight, pay for all of that.
At the end of the day, I chose to stay in this relationship and I made my mistakes. I regret
I hate how you're trying to make it seem like you was trapped in here, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, I fought demons to leave your ass, bro. I fought demons to leave you. I was fighting demons, bro. Everybody that knows me knows that you, like, manipulated me and I was fighting demons. I tried leaving several times, bro. Several times, but each time I tried to leave, it was, Kenneth, please. I'm about to manipulation, bro. Like, it's just like, bruh.
Everything I did, and I wish I could take it all back. I never went to hurt anybody, and I understand how badly I messed up. The only thing I can do for now is take the time to better myself and to heal.
Yeah, so after all that, so yeah, basically, I cheated on Kenneth with my cousin. But you know what? He did all of this in the past, and some things that I just found out because the crisis reputation saver people told me to lie about. But, you know, after all that, I'm sorry again for cheating with my cousin.
The next and final thing I'd like to discuss is my mental health. Throughout everything that's happened, I have come to terms with the fact that I suffer with depression.
Depression. What type of depression makes you send news to your cousin? What type of depression makes you lie to me that you're going to stream in Kentucky just to hang out with your cousin. What type of depression does that, bruh? That's not depression. Why do girls always play the I'm depressed? I'm depressed, so I went ahead and spread my legs and took pictures down there to send to my cousin because I'm depressed. In my house, by the way, in the other room, by the way, door is locked. I always wondered why the doors were locked, but you know, it makes sense now. It makes so much sense now.
Everything that has happened, I have come to terms. I chose to stay in this relationship, and I made my mistakes. I regret everything I did, and I wish I could take it all back. I never went to anybody, and I understand how badly I messed.
Not a single tear in those eyes, by the way. And she's reading a
Yo, this and everything I already said, bro.
Is
Like, come on,
to better
gang.
myself
Too nice.
and to heal. The next and final thing I would like to discuss is my mental health. Throughout everything that has happened, I have come to terms with the fact that I suffer with depression. It's a battle that I've been unknowingly fighting for myself. They need winning it. It can also lead to self-destruction multiple times. And the only reason I'm here right now is because I felt hopeless, and every day I was struggling with every reason to continue to live. I also felt like the world would be a better place without me. The suicide surgery that I was admitted to, fair and inhumane treatment that these people receive.
Like, you really trying to sympathy farm, bro? I'm the victim. God, bro, like, I'm the victim. Even in the height of the situation, I had a calm voice catching you cheat on me. I didn't put hands on you catching you cheat on me. I didn't do nothing. I told you to leave my house, and that's what you did. Like, I'm not the bad guy, and you're not gonna sit here and put all these false allegations on me and make me seem like I'm the bad guy, bro. Like, this is sick.
Okay.
And from my experience there and my own personal journey, I've been very motivated to advocate for better resources and more attention given to these people to assist them and give them the proper help that they need. I understand that my actions have consequences, and I also understand how the internet works. So I knew that it was inevitable, and I have no problem with facing that. However, I do want to remind you.
By the way, the moment I posted that video, you deleted all your accounts. And days before I posted that video, you started sympathy farming on your Instagram story, posting about how you was in the facility and how the facility treated you so wrong. And then you started texting people saying, yeah, life has been tough. But, you know, you just never really came to terms with what you did, which was cheat on me with your cousin. And I still think even now you believe you're in the right. I still don't think you, like, fathom what you did. Like, I think this was just a way to try to fix your PR, but I just think you dug yourself a bigger grave with this one. You should have just, I don't know.
Guys, that I am still a human being, and I don't think anyone deserves the immense cyberbullying and non-stop death threats that I received in the past few days. I do believe that bringing all this to the internet in the way my ex did was completely wrong. And
every single time we broke up in the past 5+ times, you brought it to the internet. You're
right.
the streamer. You
right.
literally go on live and tell them everything, every single thing I did. Bro, if you're her mod, bro, come on, bro. Don't even lie, bro. She would speak on everything, bring it to the internet every single time, and I kept my mouth shut. Even when she lied to me, even when she lied on my name, I kept my mouth shut because I just didn't want to bring our personal relationship to the internet. This is the one time I snapped, and it's because I found her cheating on me with her cousin in my house, and I have a valid reason to bring that to the internet, and I don't care what nobody says. If you're in my situation, if the roles were reversed and she caught me cheating and I was
that shit would be
my cousin, bro.
Yeah, that shit would be GG.
Brought this to the internet instantly to shame me. Like, what the f***, bro?
Invasive. It felt like a breach in our privacy. I know a lot of people don't believe I deserve the platform that I have, and don't think I.
Wait, what do you mean? What would I do? What do you mean? What would I do? Like, if I got cheated on? Elaborate, B-Lou. If you were him, I mean, so he was dating a bitch that did content. He does content. That's free. Yeah, yes, I would make a video about it, cause what? That shit is free.
Come back to the
I would do the same.
Understand. What I did is undoable. It's terrible, and I can't tell you enough how much I regret it. However, I do want to.
You don't you don't regret it, bro, and I don't even think you understand how wrong it is. Because the way you're texting me, the way you're saying I'm sorry, but you know what? I could get you into Stream University though. I'll buy you your favorite.
Oh my gosh, she's her cousin, and she's trying to get this back by getting him. Yo, my nigga. She said I can get you into Streamer University, bro. Streamer University is saving lives. Well, not. It probably is, but like, you know what I mean. I'll pay for everything. I'll take us places, take us to Mexico. I'll get you in Streamer University. I'll get you that. Like that's just so crazy to say, my nigga. Like, you cheated on your man. You just lost this. You your cousin. Your career is going downhill. You're going into, and all you can think about, or no, the first thing you can think about is getting this in the Streamer University. I'll get you that Hellcat you want. I'll get you that golden doodle you want. I'll get you the world. You don't have to do anything for me anymore. Nothing. Just please, I need you. Tell me you're there. Tell me this isn't the end of us. Tell me I can fix this and make it better. Please, I need you. I'm so sorry. Please.
Car and your favorite dog. Like, bro, like this, like you're insane. Like, what did I get myself into, bro? What the f did I get myself into, bro? What did I get myself into, bro? Like,
bro, you gotta tell me, bro.
I'm just trying to like live my life, move forward in life. Why am I going through this, bro?
Come back. I do want to be able to use my platform to raise awareness for mental health because I know there's a lot of
Nobody wants to listen to someone who cheated on their boyfriend with their cousin. You're not, bro.
I said that, bro.
What are you talking about?
Literally,
Who's gonna want to
said
listen to you? That's incest. That you could go to jail for that.
Out there who are just like me, who are struggling and they don't even know it.
Struggling
you
with
can go to jail
keeping
for
their
that?
fucking hands to themselves and not texting their cousin in a sexual way. You're the only one struggling with this. Who the else is struggling with
I went
this?
back to streaming.
This is not depression. This is incest. Stop. Yo, people who are actually depressed, I'm sorry, because she's making fun of your disorder. This is not depression.
And I will be back to doing what I love. Because at the end of the day, I want to use my platform to help people. And
You want to use your platform to help people. Okay, to all of those who have
All right.
cheated on your boyfriends with your cousin, just know it's okay. It happens. Looking at it is like, what, bro? Like, you can't use your platform to help. You cheated on me with your cousin. That's incest. And I just wish we live in a day and age where bro, I have videos of your cousins meet. I have videos of this down there in your. They were in your hidden. They were in your Snapchat camera roll with your cousin. Y'all exchanged nudes tons of times. Y'all, you're not telling me y'all was in the same hotel room. He was dancing, y'all. He was grabbing on you. Come on now. You're not gonna lie to me.
I believe after I get stronger and I get help, I can do that. To my community and to all my supporters, I'm so sorry I let you guys down. I'm so sorry I disappointed you guys. And if you're still here to support me, thank you. If not, that's okay too. Thank you for your time and thank you for this.
Like, bro, yo, hey, shout out to the PR reputation recovery people. Y'all surprised me with this one. I ain't know it was gonna be that good, bro. Not one single tear dropped in this video. That would have made it a little bit more believable. But hey, man, I'm not gonna lie. This girl is insane. She really tried it, but everything she said was a lie. She brought up old, irrelevant information that has nothing to do with the fact that she cheated on me with her cousin. I never forced myself onto her. I never put my hands on her. I never forced myself onto her. Everything was consensual. Everything, and that's on everything. That's on God. That's on everything. I will be taking this girl to court because this.
Oh my gosh. Yo, from a relationship to going to court? He's taking her to court?
Like, you're not finna like that's defamation of character right there. That is sick. I didn't lie. I didn't say a single lie about what you did. I provided millions of evidence. I caught you. So why are you trying to make me look bad? You're the cheater. You cheated on me with your cousin. I'm not gonna lie, bro. When I first seen this video drop, bro, my heart dropped, bro.
Incest is illegal. That's what he said. I'm gonna search that up after.
Bro, I'm not gonna sit here and let her try to tarnish my image, bro. Like I said, you need help. You can't just try to come out to the internet and tarnish my name. It's not gonna work because I will always have a counter. So don't try that shit. Just own up to what you did and move forward. Okay? Stop trying to play victim. I'm the victim of the situation. I got cheated on. And this is what happens with a lot of males in this generation. The girls always try to manipulate the internet, manipulate the world, have a sad face and play victim and play the SA card and make false allegations. But no, bruh. Dead, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and allow that to happen no more, bro. People who make false allegations need to get arrested, bro. So like I said, I will be taking this to court, and if she ends up making more shit, I will respond if I have to, but like I said, she's lying about everything, and she's sick in the head. Thank you to everyone who's been reaching out and supporting me so far, bro. I really appreciate your support, but I'm sick, bro. I'm sick to my stomach.
Wow, guys. How are we feeling?